Hey everyone, this is Sam and welcome to the NBA 2K Labs channel. Today I'll be showing you the best method on how to get badges fast on NBA 2K22. Now this method is created by our guy Wolf and we're going to call this the Wolf Press Lob method, and as you can see from the results, it is absolutely devastating. What you're going to end up being able to do is in the half court we're going to have a lob method set up for you that's going to trigger lobs consistently, and it's going to be extremely repeatable. What you see here is on Hall of Fame difficulty, and you can see it's just lob after lob after lob. Now, and on the defensive end, we're also going to give you another method that's going to help you get plenty of steals and also increase possessions. By the end, you'll be able to get team takeover easily because of both methods, and we also have a lob method in team takeover for you. So you can see Hall of Fame difficulty, and the results are as such extremely high points from finishing, and you can also see from the playmaking, the alley-oop assist numbers are crazy, defensive numbers are also crazy. When it's all combined together, that's your result. That's how many points you're going to get consistently. So if this video helped you out and you enjoyed it, please add us a like. You can also click on the card above or the link in the description below for a playlist of all 2K22 tests and methods we have done all year. So let's break down this method in detail. So you can see Wolf is bringing up the ball with his build here. You can be a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, a handler, and you can trigger this method. You want to call a pick and roll from the player that is on the weak side. So in this case was the power forward, he was on the weak side. We're calling a pick and roll and we're setting the screen towards the middle. And then before the screen even comes, you're going to attack it. So the hedge defender you can see is still recovering. You're going to attack that hedge so he has to step up, show on you. And then you're going to slow down and turn into the elbow. And as you turn into the elbow, you'll be able to find this lob because your initial pick and roll, the way you ran it, and because the screen came from the weak side, it's going to make the hedge defender to be out of position. You can see it here again. Wolf gets the ball to the right side, and he's going to call the screen from the weak side, which in this case is the power forward again. So this is the icon pick and roll going to the middle, and you want to attack the screen before the hedge defender is set. So you're literally attacking the hedge defender as he has to come from the weak side to close out the hedge. And then when you do that, you're going to get to the always turn into the elbow and slow down as you turn into it, and then throw up that lob because the hedge defender, as you can see time and time again, he's going to be behind the play if you do it right. You can see in this instance is a half transition opportunity, and we are calling the screen from the weak side. So in this case, it was a small forward. Make sure it's a roll, make sure it's a screen to the middle, attack it before the hedge comes. You always want to attack before the hedge is set. You're attacking the hedge. Now see the hedge is committed. Now you're going to turn slowly, slow down, let go, turbo, toe in the elbow, and then throw it up, lobs every time. Now a lot of the time, you actually also get wide open doing this in the drive. So you can see we're calling in the screen from the weak side, going before the screen really set, turning into the elbow, and because you're wide open, I suggest do a floater so you get more points out of it. Wolf is very smart here. He's not taking a dunk because the floater gets him more points. So if that lane is available to you, also take the floater. You can see here again, get to one side, call the screen from the weak side. In this case, the weak side was the power forward. Slow down, get into the elbow area. No need to rush. If you're wide open, take a floater. And if you're not wide open, the lob is definitely going to be there. So you can see this time, if you make the read, who's coming from the weak side. In this instance, you want the small forward because that flat line is also better than the corner line. Hedge is out of place, you get into the elbow, slow down, lob it up. Success, time and time again, even on Hall of Fame. So between getting the screen from power forward, small forward, or power forward, it just really comes down to who's on the weak side or who is just in a better position to make the hedge trail so you can attack it early. That time you can see it work out again, and because of everything combined together, you're going to end up having team takeover probably every game. So when you get the team takeover, you want to control the point guard yourself, but then have your MyPlayer come up as the screener. Do the same method, weak side screen, attack the hedge early, attack before the screen is really set, turn to the elbow, slow down, get to the elbow, wait, and just throw up that lob to the original screener, which happens to be your MyPlayer. You just got to control the alley-oop yourself in this instance because it's team takeover. But that's the way you want to do it when you're in takeover. You don't want to be the handler anymore. You can see coming from the weak side again, attacking that hedge super early. Make sure you get comfortable attacking the hedge early. Remember, it's a weak side screen. The hedge has to come across. You want to go when he's coming across. Don't wait for the screen to get set. You're not trying to clip the on-ball defender. That's the way to do it. And now let's add in also on the defensive side, the press to make this even better. So in regards to the press you want to get into, you just want to be in, so half court set, get it to man when you're on defense, and make sure you set the press into full court press. And going out of that, there's a lot of options to how to do it as well. So you can see, so here we're able to get the lob with Wolf, and we're not half court press. He's guarding small forward in this case, And a lot of this is about baiting the steal or just baiting a good contest. You can see Wolf is purposely leaving his man open on that right side there, but he's sitting at excellent health position. And because it is a full court press, you can see Campaign, the handler, is receiving plenty of pressure. So Wolf is giving up this pass, but he knows he can easily recover to it. And as he recovers to it, he can either steal it or get a block. And if you do it this way, especially when you're guarding the small forwards or the power forwards, you can get plenty of those kind of contests. Now in this instance, Wolf is now guarding the opposite guard. So in this case, Kyrie, and Harden is bringing the ball up. And you can see in the full court press, this is another very effective route to create steals. Focus on what Wolf does here. He does that double, but he has no intention of doubling the ball. He's actually in the passing lane to the 2 guard. So that's another way to do it. And after this lob, you can see again, this time it's in full court press, but this time you're guarding the ball. So you're guarding Harden now. And when you're guarding the ball and not off ball like that, you're not really baiting for those kind of steals. You can just do what Wolf does here, track it down, coming back down, and then still get the steal. Plenty of this is going to come out of the full court press for you. And those are the best routes to take depending on what your matchup is. And because in team takeover, we run that lob method, that's deadly. That's a steal into a lob. And in this instance, you can see Wolf is actually directly guarding the ball this time because the inbounder made it in. There wasn't really a steal coming out of this press possession, but you can see it's still in the press. And because the key about the press is you can rush the AI offense to just either attack quickly or take an early shot. So this still leads to more possession. Because you're going to score very effectively in the half court, these kind of sped up possessions are also going to help a lot. And that's also being caused by the press. Alright, and you can see now we flow back into that half court method, weak side screen, you know the drill. And on this next part, I want to have Wolf speak up so he can help you guys with some of the details that only he knows.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Wolf here, man, and shout out to Sam Fam for explaining the gameplay and all the little intricate details. Right now, I'm gonna tell you guys some things you have to do before you even get on the court to try to maximize your potential points. So first things first, let's dive into it. Want to put Hall of Fame 12 minutes. I mean, that's how you get the most points. You get the 1.5 times multiplier for playing Hall of Fame, which is great. You know, you want to get the most points, right? So that's important. Next thing you want to look at is you want to look at the team you're playing on. So you just go here, go to My Career tab, go to Career, look at your starting lineup, and you can see in the gameplay I threw a lot of lobs to Jeremiah Grant, Diallo, and Saban Lee, which I'm not really sure what that is, but the reason why is because I look at their dunk rating. So if you click R3, you can see this Diallo has a 93 driving dunk, which is great. That means he can finish a lot of the lobs that I throw to him. Jeremiah Grant, another one, 85 driving dunk. Look at his badges. I think he does have Lob City. Yeah, perfect. Lob City Silver. So this is why he's my main person who sets the screen for me, just because he can finish lobs. Now, ideally, the Pistons are not the best team to throw lobs. There's much better, right? You could look at, you know, the Lakers. You want athletic guys that could dunk. So Lakers got LeBron and AD. You could look at the Bulls with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, right? The Pelicans with Zion, you know. Those teams will be much better at catching lobs. Detroit's not the best, so just the team that I'm on. You gotta, you know, work what you got. So next thing is important is you go to your progression, takeover, and you look at the perk I have on as Accelerator. This is very important. This allows you to get takeover faster. It allows you to get team takeover faster, which then lets you, you know, have your MyPlayer set the screen and catch the lob. So that's another important part of the method, important part of setting up your player the right way to maximize the most points you can get. You get this, I think, on Chris Berkeley workout number 3 or 4, which is not that hard. I mean, you get that in a couple games. Another important thing is to look at your schedule. You want to play tier 1 teams because you get a 1.5 times multiplier again on top of the Hall of Fame bonus, so it just stacks your points more. So you look at your schedule. I don't really have any tier 1 teams I'm playing now, but tier 1 teams are like the Brooklyn Nets, the Phoenix Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Boston Celtics, Denver Nuggets, the Clippers, the Lakers. The Heat are actually a tier 1 team, so here the Heat. But yeah, any team that's like dominant in real life NBA, pretty much are considered tier 1 teams. They give you, since you're playing better competition, like a really souped up team, you get the 1.5 times multiplier. And then, look, easy way to look at it is you can look at the Eastern Conference standings. I'm not sure if the Kings are a tier 1 team. I don't know, but that could be a nice little reference for you guys. Last but not least, let's talk badges, right? What badges you should have on if you have access to them. So Lob City Finisher for sure. I mean, I only get a silver. I only got 84 drive and dunk on this build, but Lob City Finisher will definitely help you. Posterizer for sure. That's about it. For playmaking, another badge that I experimented with that it popped up quite a bit, and I'm not sure if this is true. It could be a new badge. I read the descriptions, but special delivery, I think, helped me throw lobs. It says it right here in the badge description. This badge increases alley-oop throw success. So I threw it on, and it popped up quite a bit when I was playing. So, I mean, if you guys have access to playmaking, I don't really have too much playmaking on my build, but if you have special delivery and could go a little higher, or if you have Lob City Passer, I mean, shoot, throw that on. But special delivery is pretty nice. I'm not even sure if they have Lob City. Do they? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so special delivery possibly. Not for defense. If you guys, I mean, I'm a lock build, so as you can see, I have a lot of defensive badges. But for sure, you want pickpocket as high as it can go. You want to get those plucks. You want to, force turnovers. You want hustler pretty high. This allows you to be gritty and get those loose balls when you pluck them. This popped up quite a bit for me. You want chase down if you have access to it to gain access to those new animations and those chase down blocks. You want rim protector as well to be able to block more shots, get more points. And interceptor for sure. Interceptor, get those passing lane steals. Great. I mean, a bonus would be pogo if you want to be spamming in the paint. Usually you get the animation blocks on the CPU, which are pretty easy to get on the baits. But yeah, I mean, that should set you up for success on the My Career with the method. You guys should be able to get 90 to 100k a game. I hope this worked out for you guys. I'm gonna throw it back to Sam.
Alright, we hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If it helped you, please let us know. And if you enjoyed this collaboration, definitely let us know. Alright, we'll speak to you guys again very soon.